Welcome to the AlmighTees channel. In this week's episode, I'm going to share with you the top 5 ways to avoid burnout, and we're going to talk about that next. The first thing to do to avoid burnout is understanding burnout. Burnout is a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged and excessive stress. In the context of social media management, it can arise from the constant demands of content creation, engagement with audiences, and the pressure to keep up with the rapidly changing trends and algorithms. The constant pursuit of trying to figure out these algorithms is a job within itself. So let's not try to get too wrapped up in it. Be true to ourselves, and I really think that the algorithm will reward us in the end. Recognizing the signs of burnout is crucial for prevention. Common symptoms include feelings of fatigue, irritability, lack of motivation, and difficulty concentrating. And in our day and time, difficulty concentrating is an issue that I deal with, as I'm sure many of you out there deal with as well. So here are the 5 step-by-step strategies to avoid burnout. Number 1, set clear boundaries. Establish work hours. Define specific working hours for your social media activities and stick to them. Avoid checking work-related messages outside these hours to maintain a healthy work-life balance. And I know a lot of our accounts are linked, especially those of us that have small businesses, have our social media with our small business linked to our personals. So if that's the case, you just have to be strong. You have to be determined that you're not going to look at that stuff when it's not working hours. Separate personal and professional accounts. Keep your personal social media accounts distinct from your business accounts. This separation helps you disconnect from work when you are off duty. Number 2, prioritize self-care. Take regular breaks. Incorporate short breaks throughout the day to rest your mind and eyes. Staring at screens all day isn't good for us either. There is a technique in which you work for 25 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break, and that can help enhance productivity and prevent fatigue. Number 3, plan and schedule content. Create a content calendar. Planning your posts in advance allows for a more strategic approach to content creation. Reducing last-minute rushes that can lead to stress, and that's exactly why I decided to make this video, because that's what I did with this video tonight. I really didn't know what I was doing until the last minute, and I've got to stop the procrastination and get it done long before the video is even ready to shoot. But here we are. Leverage tools like Hootsuite and Buffer to schedule posts ahead of time. This is also very helpful with Facebook and other social media platforms, will allow you to actually upload and get your content prior to the actual time that you want to schedule it for. This automation frees up time for other important tasks while ensuring consistent online presence without constant manual effort. We know how important social media is in today's day and time, especially those of us that have business, and we need to work very hard to make sure that we are putting consistent quality content out there for our audience. Number 4, manage expectations. Set realistic goals. Establish achievable goals for your social media campaigns using the SMART criteria, which I'd never heard of. It's an acronym. S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for achievable, R stands for relevant, and T stands for time-bound. Unrealistic expectations can lead to frustration and burnout. Some of us have to come to the realization that we're just never going to be huge social media platforms, and that's okay. There's a place for all of us, and all of us in our place. And I try to use that and realize that, I might not be the biggest YouTuber, TikToker, Facebooker, Instagrammer out there, but I'm going to consistently use these platforms to continue to put my business out in the front of as many eyes as possible, and that's ultimately what this is all about. Communicate effectively with your team or clients. Ensure that everyone involved understands the scope of work and timelines required for tasks. Clear communication helps manage expectations effectively. Make sure that we are delegating these tasks to proper and capable hands so that these things are getting done without us having to worry about it. We have, as business owners and managers, have other things that we need to be thinking about on our day-to-day duties. Number 5, seek support when needed. If you start feeling overwhelmed or notice signs of burnout creeping in, don't hesitate to reach out for support from colleagues or professionals. Engaging with peers that understand the pressures of social media management can provide valuable insight and emotional relief. You know, there's that old song, "Thank You for Being a Friend," and there's the "Stand By Me" song. I think of that one as well, and that we have to stick together and be there for one another, especially when we are going through these struggles. It's a struggle to go through our everyday lives and to just do the things that we need to do and take care of the responsibilities that we need to take care of. It's a huge emotional and mental stress on ourselves. So we do need to take time out for ourselves, make sure that we are taking care of one another and looking out for one another. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you would you give it a thumbs up? How about would you consider subscribing to the channel? And if you do, don't forget to hit that little notification bell so you'll be alerted whenever we upload new content. Once again, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.